Good day, folks. Today we are making a pig water. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. So, excuse the siren. This whole thing costs $64, all the parts, all the hardware, and it should be pretty simple to put together. Alright, so this is the nipple water I just got at got at Tractor Supply. This little thing right here comes out, and you can look in here, and there's like there's a hole for the water to go through, and there's different sizes. So this limits water flow. It can also limit how much, like depending on your water pressure. If you have really high water pressure, you may want it smaller, so they're not wasting so much water, or just getting a mouthful of water, or you can get it bigger. So mine's going to be gravity flowed, and of course this piece is removable. So I'm just going to do it on the biggest one because gravity flow is not going to produce much pressure, not like you would in your house. I'll just unscrew this, which it's spring loaded, so be careful. Well, actually it's spring loaded. There's a little spring in there, but it's not under that much tension. So you can see the three different little holes here, and so you just put a screwdriver in there, twist it until the hole, you can see light through the hole that you want to use. Say hello to the piggies. So this is their old watering system, and I have to fill this up like multiple times throughout the day. The moment they stick their nose in, it turns to mud. It's just not a good way to be watering pigs. So for 40 United States dollars, I got this barrel that had pickles in it, and yeah, 55 gallons, and we're gonna stick it in there, and so they can drink clean water. So step one is drill a hole, and I got my impact driver with a 1-inch bit here, and we're just gonna, I want to do it pretty low, but I don't want to do it on a crease like that, so we're gonna do it right there. It'd be just fine. I should have done that inside because it just shot plastic everywhere. So there's our hole. Alright, so this hole is not quite big enough. So basically what I'm going to do is just run this in here and let it chip away at the edges until it is big enough. There we go. And just grabbing this threaded piece here, and we're just going to stick it in, and ideally I'll get to a point where it'll kind of self-thread. Alright, so I tried threading it, but I think at the end of the day, just snapping it in is going to be the best deal here. And so this is the piece that goes on the inside, so we got to figure out how to get this open. I haven't opened it up yet, which maybe I should have done, but there we go. Ah, cool. Woo! Open it up. Oh, that's pretty clean. Yeah, I'll take that. Smells like pickles. I'll take it. I like that. It's good. Alright, so one thing to note is this little gasket is just a piece of plastic, but it's really important because this is what it's basically gonna form the barrel to this shape, so that the gasket on the outside, when they get scrunched up together, they basically come together really flush, and they'll be bending the actual barrel a little bit, which is good. Alright, I got my helpers here.
Hi!
Buddy,
Hi.
you gonna play with some tools? I'll give you some tools to suck on in a second. How about this nice wrench here? Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so let's get into the barrel here. I just got it sitting up here. So anyway, my voice is gonna sound weird, but also this is inverse threaded, so hold on. So you know the whole saying, lefty loosey, righty tighty? Yeah, that's gonna be opposite. And the reason is because each of these insides are threaded, so you wouldn't wanna, they're inverse threaded against each other. Alright, if you hear weird noises in the background, yeah, that's just, sorry about them. All right, so this needs to be really, really, really tight, and oh, that's not gonna work. So I need a bigger wrench. I was hoping these pliers would be able to open up big enough, but that ain't gonna work. So I'm just gonna tighten as good as I can with my hand, and oh shoot, I'm about to drop everything. All right, good as I can with my hand. Oh yeah, lefty tighty this time. And we're gonna just check and see what kind of leaks we got. Otherwise I'm gonna have to buy a bigger wrench, which I don't like buying stuff all the time, especially now with everything being expensive. All right, so this little piece here just goes right in there, and this was it's like I think it was $7 at a Tractor Supply. If I said Harbor Freight earlier, I meant Tractor Supply. I'm very visual, and the red and black colors just, it's all the same to me, I guess. So screw this in. Kind of want it to be. All right, so the long part is on the bottom here. That's what I want. If this works just from me horking everything down with my hands, that would be pretty sweet. So there you have it, that's it. But I gotta make a little stand for it as well. And I'm gonna take this little box that I used here. I think that's gonna be part of it somehow, because now that I have a new deal, a new water, I won't need that. So I set it on here, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, I think that's gonna be plenty tall. My pigs are pretty small right now, and as they grow I can just build a bigger stand, and it's wood, so it you know, it doesn't last forever. I've already got this. So the only thing will be securing all this, because they will push everything around with their noses. So let's get to work on securing our little water can stand. So I think this is where I want it, and I'm just gonna use my hoe to kind of level out a little spot. And I don't know if you noticed this, but man, this soil is, or the leaves and stuff are just breaking down very quickly with these pigs. It's amazing. And part of that may be just because we've had some rain lately, but I think a big part of it is just the hoof action on the leaves from the pigs. But obviously I don't really have any way to prove that. So we've got us a little spot, and I'm just gonna use the flat side of the hoe to pack stuff down. I'm hitting some hard stuff, so maybe roots. That'll be good for my box to sit on. So put it right here, and then I'm hoping I can get my screw gun in there and screw it in to the fence. That would be really sweet. So let's try it. All right, I'm gonna show you how I do this really quick. I'm gonna get a couple of screws set here. Ooh, that wood's already rotting very quickly. That doesn't bode well for the fence. So like I said, the wood is already rotting, but this was the water dish, and it was like always wet. So you could even see a little bit of water seeping out. Alright, let's see here. Let's get a better angle on this. Alright, so that is, I'm pulling on this. It's in there solid. It can get lifted up, but I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Alright, so it's just as simple as sticking it on here. Oh, this is kind of good too. It's because of the shape is kind of tilted forward, so I just need to get something to bind it back to the fence, and we should be good to go. Should be some happy pigs here pretty soon. Alright, you know what they say, if you don't know how to tie knots, tie lots, and that's what I do. I tie lots of knots. So that looks pretty secure. It's at least tight to the fence. Obviously the fence isn't very strong if you push from the outside, but if you push from the inside is pretty strong, but that's what we got. It's gonna have to work. Excuse me. And next step is putting some water in it, seeing if it's sealed, and teaching the pigs how to drink from it. All right, piggies, don't run off now. I want you to watch and learn, okay? Oh, look at that, see? So there's a little bit of a leak in there. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Last resort, I'll have to go get a real wrench to wrench this down. But it's flowing, and there's basically, I mean, check out the water level. It's just above the little pipe there. So that's a good sign that there's good flow with basically no pressure. So I'm gonna call that a win so far. All right, folks, so I watched the pigs drink from it today, and they're doing well. I wanted to get this video out here pretty soon, so y'all have a great night, and keep them piggies hydrated.